perhaps, Echo, start with, the property investors who are not doing so well, as opposed to those who are looking for, climbing higher and higher. Yeah. Let's start with the basket that isn't doing so well. How can you best sort of help the property investors that are currently struggling in this economic climate?
Okay, so Zama, I think just to get straight to one of the points is to keep a gratitude mindset, right? Because, that's what the pandemic provides and delivers to us in terms of the challenges and the calamities that we face. And the thing is, once you've created a gratitude mindset, you come from an angle of abundance mindset rather than a scarcity mindset, right? And with an abundance mindset, you will be able to focus on the limitless opportunities that's within the calamities that we're facing now. And I think a part of it is to step back and look and analyze and listen and understand what's going on. And I think by focusing on what you have and being grateful for what you have, you will be able to get that. So the question now is, how do you then go about creating gratitude mindset? And to me, it's four basic principles that I follow every single day. Whether it's a good climate or a bad climate, is the same thing. The first thing is to focus on gratitude when you wake up. And by that meaning being thankful for the things that you have, right? And you do the same thing before you go to bed. Because remember, this pandemic has swept away a whole lot of people. And the fact that you are alive, we should be grateful for. The fact that you've made it to the night, it's a blessing. It's more than the material aspect of things that we're chasing. So I think once you're able to have that kind of attitude, then you'll be able to get somewhere. And what I also do and what I did consistently during the pandemic is to create what I called it the gratitude journal, where every single day when I woke up, I write down 5 ideas, minimum 3 ideas that's going to get me to positively move forward in life. And those are the things that you need to do. And when you do that, you will then basically start to express your gratitude by doing things that will make you feel happier, that will make you more positive about your life instead of just worrying about feeling stressed and being frustrated. And that's one of the advice I can give.
Investors who are in a financially difficult position due to the effects of COVID, how should they be looking at their finances and how to best overcome the economic hardships of the pandemic?
Okay, so with that said, the thing that you need to do is to go back to basics, go back to the drawing board, right? Look at the numbers. I always say property is a numbers game. And I think I always say this on this platform. It's a numbers game. Put emotions aside and just use the mind. That's what I always say. Think, use your mind to think rather than using your heart. So like you said, if you're going through financial difficulties, the first thing you need to understand or you need to do is ask yourself the question, who is my creditor? For example, during the pandemic, I remember we got a break from the banks. The banks were giving 3-month holidays and the rest. But again, it goes back to the attitude again. So if we were not consistently servicing our bond, we were not going to have that opportunity. So some tenants were not paying for sure. But the bank comes and says, listen, Mr. X, you've been paying for so long, and because that you don't owe anything to us, and we understand where this pandemic is, we're going to give you a 3-month grace. And those are the things that you need to talk to. And if you didn't qualify, you still need to talk to your bank. You don't need to shy away from the situation that you're in. You can only go back as a prodigal son to the person that's giving you that money and says, I cannot pay. And don't just say, I cannot pay, I give up. I cannot pay. These are my numbers, and this is the proposition I put forward. This is the proposal that I propose that we can, alongside, get through.